There's no doubt about it now. This guy has to be in the All-Madden team.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. No matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion. My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's Week 15 of the NFL. And we'll see Zach Wilson, after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do.
Yo, 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 yo.
And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Oh, yeah. We got it. Oh, yeah. We got it.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
Free kick out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Give to Hall running right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 18 carries, 85 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Hall again on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
On second down, a run with Hall. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got this to Williams, complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
Well, this isn't all we talked about double-handed man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
All again on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic. But I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40. Uses the stiff arm. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 at the finish line for a perfect regular season. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the bat. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Goooooooo now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And New York set to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Wilson will throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Flush to his right.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runner to ever play at that position.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man right side is St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. A touchdown pass there for Jalen Hurts. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check out the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that almost their first INT.